Hey everyone, how we all doing on this stormy Friday evening? It's not nice, is it? If you hear the blustery wind outside, obviously you all know why. It is as I say, it's a very stormy Friday. So I'm just online. Obviously, we started to do this a little bit more frequently now. Just online to get online and just speak to everybody, see if anybody has any questions about our coach tours, whilst also giving you a little bit of information as well. It's very interactive if you haven't joined us before. So if anybody wants to just drop a comment down below, I'll show you what I mean. And it'll also just show me that the comments are working. And I can put them on the screen. But if anybody can just drop a comment down below and we'll show you how this all works. It's a little bit fancy, but how we all doing? We all had a good day. What we thinking of this weather? Hopefully it will be it will be a bit better tomorrow. Drop a comment down below, everyone. See if we can get any. See if the comments are working. Oh, there we go. We've got one. Richard, how you doing, mate? You all right? Good. Right, comments are working. So the way this works really is I'm here. If anybody's got any questions about any of our trips, if you booked on any of our trips, and you've got questions about the trip that you're booked on, by all means, drop the question down below. And in between any sort of questions that people ask, I will give you some information about trips as well. So if you've traveled with us before, today you will have received an email. We do have 10% off at the moment. You'll see it scrolling along the bottom of your screen there. We've got 10% off some of our winter trips, which is what I'm going to start with, because I know people do like a good discount. So you'll have been sent an email today if you've traveled with us before. So we've got 10% off selected winter trips. If you are interested in these, we've got Birmingham on the 22nd of November, Nottingham and London on the 6th and the 7th, Edinburgh, Glasgow, 13th, 14th of December, Manchester, 21st, 22nd of December, and London for New Year on the 30th of December as well. So quite simple, 10% off those trips if you use code FAM10 at the checkout. And that offer is valid until the end of Monday. So you've basically got 3 full days from tomorrow to book that. If you are interested, you don't have to pay up front. You can pay with the deposit to get this 10% off. So if you are looking to book a winter trip with ourselves, you can do that with the code FAM10 for all of these trips. Let me just take that off down here. Also, just one of our other offers before I'll give you some information just about, we'll just go through our tours and what we're all about and things. But one other thing for yourselves is we do have a trip to Disneyland Paris in January. Now, I do know that obviously a lot of people that follow our page, you will have children, and you may not be able to take children out of school. But it's January the 18th to the 21st. It's an amazing time of the year to go because, first of all, look at the price. Second of all, we stay on site at the Sequoia Lodge. And third of all, it's a quieter time of the year. So it's ideal if anybody likes or needs lower crowds. It's the 18th to the 21st of January. And as I say, it's a lot quieter time of the year. It's a lower price. We're staying at the Sequoia Lodge, which is just about a 5-minute walk to the main entrances of Disneyland Paris. And in regards to getting to Disneyland Paris, the journey, a lot of people think it's really, really bad, but it's not too bad. It's 3 journeys of 3.5 hours. So we'll go down to Grantham Services. We'll have a 45-minute break. Then we go down to Dover. That ends up being about 2 to 3 hours break, with the ferry crossing as part of that break. And then once we're in Calais, it's about another 3.5 hours to Disneyland Paris. So it's not too bad at all. Let's just have a look at a question. Claire Thompson, are you doing any more of the P. Louise days? I missed the last ones, was on holiday, so didn't see the posts till home. We are, but it's not going to be before Christmas, Claire, unfortunately. We're waiting on P. Louise to get some dates. It's probably, because it's closed in January, it's probably going to be February, a weekend in February. So although it's not before Christmas, it could be a Christmas present to somebody. So yeah, we're aiming for February for another P. Louise and Trafford Centre trip, where they have the new P. Louise shop as well. So I hope February is okay for you. We did try and get more dates in November and December, but unfortunately there was none available. We were quite lucky to get what we did. So yeah, hope that answers your question. In regards, yeah, just going back to the Disneyland Paris, if you are interested in this for January, if you are able to take your child out of school, or if you're just adults, we have a lot of adult only people or groups traveling with us. If you are interested in this, get in contact soon, because I do need to finalize these rooms by Wednesday. We can create a payment plan for you as well, so it doesn't have to be you just pay it all up front. We'll try and create a payment plan, but it's an absolute bargain, that price. You've got your travel, your 3 nights accommodation at Sequoia Lodge, and 2 full days in Disneyland Paris itself. So if you are interested, drop a comment down below. I can get in touch with you, or if you just message the Facebook page, I can get back to you and we can talk about the price and everything. Claire Taylor, hello, how you doing? You all right? This weather is grim, isn't it, Claire? I think you've just booked one of our trips, so thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, so if you are interested in that, then do just drop us a message and I'll be able to give you the information. One last point, and I'm going to also pop this on a video, is that we do also have our Christmas trip, which is the 19th to the 22nd of December. This is a little bit more expensive. It is a super peak time of year. The festive time is, of course, everybody wants to go at Christmas. We've got the Christmas decorations, you've got the Christmas characters, you've got Santa. So this one's from it's £499 per person, but of course, you do get all those extra festive vibes, and the park is open a little bit longer as well. So I did make a TikTok about when I visited Disneyland Paris during the festive period. Apologies if you've seen this before, but I will just pop that on now, and you can just take a look at what you could expect coming to Disneyland Paris for the 19th to the 22nd of December during the Christmas period. So there you have it. So you're just a little bit of a vibe there as to what Disneyland Paris is like during the winter period. I love it. I'm also going on the 26th of October. So I'm going very shortly, and I just can't wait. I'm going in October, December, and January. So yeah, a lot of traveling for me, but it's totally worth the travel to get to Disneyland Paris. So if you are interested in any of those dates, just a little recap. You have the 19th to the 22nd of December, which is for the Christmas period. That is around about $499 per person. And then the January one, which is a lot quieter, we're staying on site. That's from £340 per person as well. So again, drop a comment down below or message the page if it's something you would like a price for, or if you would like to book, and I can give you all that information. But yeah, we've got a few people watching, not too many, but if you have got any questions or you've joined a bit late, drop the questions down below and I will pop them on the screen and answer those. Claire Taylor, I'm fine, just booked Alton Towers. It'd just be me on this trip. Just you by yourself, Claire? I thought you'd booked for somebody else with you as well, but yeah, good. So we've got a trip to Alton Towers, everyone. If you are watching, we've got that on for April. That's already on the website to start booking. We will be adding more dates for later in the year as well. But if you're looking for April things to do, then we have got Alton Towers 2-day trip in April. So yeah, so there we are. I'm going to add this to the stage now. Let's take a look at some of the trips that we've got available. I'm going to start scrolling through. And if there's any of these that you need any information about, do just say, give me this information, please, Terry, and I will certainly do that whilst we're on the live feed. So first of all, we've got Busted McFly in just over a week. Well, a week's time for Busted McFly. And then we've got our Fright Nights at Thorpe Park. This is an amazing little event there. So this is a theme park, if nobody knows, and it's also got you've got your scare mazes. You can ride in the dark during this event. I'm going to show you a little. Let's have a look here. Let me just show you. It's a very short 10-second clip of what to kind of expect at Thorpe Park Fright Nights. If you thought those are the sort of things, you've got big coasters there. You've got Hyperia, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster. There'll be scare mazes and scare zones as well. But this video just focuses really on the rides and the riding at night. I told you it was short, didn't I? Yeah, so it's just a very short video. It just shows you the sort of rides that they've got there and the night experience as well there. But yeah, so as I say, we've got that available at the moment. We are just finalizing that now. So the price has been reduced slightly there. So it's now £155 per person, £140 per child. That includes your travel, accommodation, breakfast, and 2 long days in the park as well. Day 1 will arrive about 1:30 and leave at 9 p.m. And then day 2, we arrive just after 10 o'clock and we'll leave at 5:30. So you're gonna get about 15 hours there in the park over the 2 days, which is plenty of time to make the most of it. If you are interested in that, as I say, that is on the 25th to the 26th of October. There's only a few seats left now. So if you are interested, get booked up as soon as possible. Well, there's not many people asking questions this evening, which is strange because last Friday there was a lot of questions. Again, if you've just joined, ask away with any questions and I will gladly answer them. And in the meantime, I'll give you more information, but I am very conscious. I don't want to just keep spewing information and information on trips. Just going to grab a sip of tea. But let's take a look. Any comments? Oh, there we are. Sorry, I did miss one there, Rebecca. Hi, Terry Scarborough open air for Teddy Swims gig. Oh no, but I did say last year, and I forgot actually. I'll be honest. I'd have to look at the date, but I will certainly be starting to do transport for Scarborough Open Air because we do get a lot of requests. I'm not too sure when the Teddy Swims Day is, Rebecca. If it's soon, probably not. But I will start looking at kind of May onwards from 2026. I will take a look. In fact, I am going to jot that down because at the moment we tend to focus on Sunderland and Newcastle events. So let me just put that on my list. He says Scarborough Open air. Right. I will take a look and see. I don't know when Teddy Swims is. When is Teddy Swims? July 2026. So it's a possibility, Rebecca. Yeah, I'll have a look. I'll see who's on there and the logistics of it, because obviously I don't know about coach parking or where we would drop off and things. But yes, thank you. It's now on my list, so you have got my attention, and I will certainly look into that. Could have seen the single room in my booking. I've not looked at your booking. I just saw your name pop up, Claire, so I don't know what was actually on the booking. So you've just booked a single room, have you? What is at Paulton? What is at Paulton's Park? Right, so Paulton's Park, yeah. So we're running Paulton's Park in 2026. Let me just tell you the date. 2 seconds. I'm just going to load it up. It's going to be a 3-day trip, and the reason for that is because it's down in Southampton. So just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just looking at a calendar here. So it's the 9th to the 11th of August next year, Paulton's Park. So Paulton's Park is I would say it hasn't got massive thrill rides, so it's not. I wouldn't say if you're looking for thrills or big thrills, Paulton's Park isn't your theme park. What Paulton's Park is perfect for is younger children, and also children that are starting to like big rides, because they do have some middle ground rides as well. It's been voted the UK's top theme park again this year. It's an amazing theme park. It's lovely and clean. You've got Peppa Pig World there as well as lots of other great rides. I really like it there. I've only been once. I really like it because it's a really well-run theme park. Everything's clean. The theming's really it's well maintained. You don't walk around seeing graffiti everywhere and scrapes. And if that happens, it gets fixed and the park is kept in pristine condition. So it's a great theme park. And that's going to be a 3-day trip. Day 1, traveling down. Day 2 and 3, full days in the park. And then on the 3rd day, we'll travel back from Southampton. But traveling back on a long distance is a lot better than traveling there on a long distance, because if you were to travel there on a long distance, the kids would be tired by the time you got there. It's a long journey to try and get there. For opening for 10 o'clock, you'd have to set off at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we'll travel back on day 3. But a lot of people will just sleep on the coach. So there you have it. Yeah, Paulton's Park is great. Do some research. Go onto the Paulton's Park website. Look at the map. Excited to get people there, because a lot of people have been asking, and it has got Peppa Pig World there as well, which is a big draw for many people. So there you have it. So back to the website, or back to the trips that we're offering. So there's Thorpe Park, who I mentioned. If you have got any questions about any of the other trips, then please do just pop it in the comments now, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Also, we got the JLS concert in November, 5 concerts. So this is for travel only. We take you there, and we bring you back when the concert ends. In Newcastle, the trains tend to leave. The last train tends to leave before concerts end. So it's we will wait till the concert ends and then take you home back to Teesside. We've got London and Harry Potter Studios on the 15th, 16th. So this is Harry Potter Studios is amazing anyway, but it's got the overlay of Hogwarts in the snow, which is a seasonal event, obviously for Christmas. It adds Christmas feelings and vibes to the experience. So if you are interested in that, it's day 1 in London. You'll get plenty of time in London. Arrive about 1 o'clock and depart at 8 o'clock. And then day 2, we will arrive around about 9:30, and then we have 5 hours at the studios for you to enjoy that. Just having a look here. Any comments coming in? Any questions at all, anyone? Harry Potter Studios, that has been reduced in price. It's the 15th to the 16th of November, and now it is just £155 per person, £150 for a child, and that includes the entry ticket, which is worth now about £55. So in reality, you're paying £100 for your travel and your hotel, which is a really good deal. So yeah, just some images here of the studios. But I love it. I like to get me butterbeer and me butterbeer ice cream, and I just really enjoy it. I don't really watch a great deal of Harry Potter movies, but I still really enjoy it. So if you are a Harry Potter fan, you'll absolutely love it. Let's take a look. So let's take a look at some other trips. We'll get into winter. We'll start looking at some of these trips. Everybody's very quiet tonight. Any questions, anybody? Whilst I load this up. Let's have a look. So winter 2025. Right. So we have, and again, I'm just going to just take this off just one moment. We'll go into the Christmas trips, but I will just remind you again, 10% off these trips on this screen at the moment with code FAM10. So you got Birmingham, 22nd November, Nottingham, London, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester, and London for New Year. So 10% off those with code FAM10. And just a reminder as well, we do have Disneyland Paris in January from £340 per person. Right. So the winter trips, let's take a look. As I say, we've got Chester, Liverpool. We've got Birmingham with the world's largest Primark, or is it Primark? Who would like to clarify that for me? Primark. I say Primark. We've got Manchester day trips. We've got another Birmingham day trip. We've got a day trip to York on the 30th of November. Bury Market, or is it Bury? That's another one. A lot of people say Bury, but that looks like a U to me. Nottingham and London. That's a great one. That one as well. So Nottingham, London. Day one, we go to Nottingham. You can do all the great shopping in Nottingham with their amazing Winter Wonderland. And then day two, we go to London and Hyde Park, and we go to their Winter Wonderland as well. So the prices for this one, and this is included with the 10% off. So we'll take a little look. So you get 10% off this with code FAM10 if you book before Monday or by the end of Monday. So the price here, £120 for that. So day one, Nottingham, day two, London, both of them going to the Winter Wonderlands. So if you had the 10% off, it would be £108 and the child would be £99. So that's an absolute bargain for what you get, all that travel. And of course, you get our onboard service as well. So if you haven't traveled with us before, you do get the obviously a host, either myself, Lindsay, Jan, or Leanne, and we have drink service on board, entertainment, drink service. Never sat next to a stranger, so it's just a bit more of a family-friendly atmosphere. And as I say, that's £120 for an adult. But if there's a family of 2 adults, 2 children, it's £415. So that's that will be less than £100 each if you take your 10% off. So that's an absolute bargain if you are interested in that particular trip. It also splits up the journey down to London, so you don't have a long journey till you're coming back from London. It's just about 3 hours, or 2.5, 3 hours to Nottingham, and then the following day into London, it's about an hour, just over an hour, and then on the second day, you've been to Winter Wonderland, and you're usually quite tired and you just sleep on the way home, so it doesn't seem so bad. So yeah, if you are interested in that, 10% off with code FAM10. Oof, right, so nobody has got any questions. I don't think there's many people watching. I think I thought it might be a bit busier tonight with the old storm going on. Might be less people going out. I mean, if you do watch this afterwards, then do drop your questions in the comments below, and I will certainly answer those for you as they come in. So, back to the winter trips. We've got Leeds day trip. We've got Edinburgh Glasgow, which is a 2-day trip. We've got an Edinburgh day trip. We've got the amazing Beamish as well on the 13th of December. We have Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester, Disneyland Paris, which I've mentioned a couple of times now. And then we've got the 2-day trip to Manchester. Again, this one's included with the 10% off. So let's take a look at this one. This is the 21st, 22nd of December. I appreciate it is close to Christmas, but you could get some last-minute gifts. And you're also staying in the very city centre at the, let me just scroll this, the Voco, which is a lovely hotel. Look at the interior here. And it also, for this one, it also includes your evening meal as well. So this includes your evening meal for £129 per person, staying in the city centre. And with the code FAM10, you will get 10% off. So you get £12.90 off that one and £9.90 off the child. So again, with the 10% off, it's an absolute bargain. I mean, it's a bargain without it. So with it, it's even better. But the Voco Hotel, this is in the very city centre. So you walk out the door and you're in the city centre. So it's very easy access to the shops, to the Christmas markets, and you can come and go in your own time and just have a great 2 days. Let's have a look. Jane, being with you to see Wicked, will you be doing any different shows? It's a tricky one, Jane. It's so the problem really for ourselves is that we're a small company. So the way the theatre tickets work is that we need to buy them all up front. So we buy them all, and then we have to fill our seats to match the tickets. If we have any unsold tickets, then we can't get that money back. So that's the problem with it, Jane. I think that we need to know what theatre shows people really want to go see. I'm not saying no, but what we do tend to do instead is we'll do the 3-day London trips where people can book, where they can book their own shows. So just for example here, let me just show you. Let's go on here. I think obviously with time, if we do, hopefully with the help of yourselves, as we do grow as a business and we do have more passengers, it may be something that we're able to do. So we've got this here, the 5th to the 7th of April in 2026. If you were to book that with ourselves, then you could go to the matinee show on the 5th or on the 6th or on the 7th. And then you could go to the evening show either on the 5th or the 6th. So you could, if you wanted to, you'd have to have a lot of money. You could potentially go to 5 shows on that particular 3 days. There's 5 opportunities for you to go see a show. So we don't. I would like to. It's just not. It's a difficult one, Jane. But that's the reason why. And we don't. I'm not ruling it out. Some more local ones, like obviously we're going to be doing Back to the Future in 2027 in Sunderland, and local theatres, they give you an opportunity to send the tickets back. But the London theatres, you have to buy them up front, and then if you can't sell them, it's tough, and it's a bit of a risk for a smaller company like ours. So hope you understand. Hope you want to book a 3-day trip with ourselves. We always have the horse on board, as I say, so we can help you, and you don't have to worry about either getting back to the hotel or getting back to the coach on the evening. We will help you to do that. Will you be doing any more trips to Blackpool again next year? Yes, we will. We are just awaiting information from Blackpool, from the hotel in Blackpool as to whether they will be offering the 3 days access into the park. Last year was a special offer. My gut instinct is that they won't be, so it won't be included in the price this year. But usually what they do is the add-on the ticket of the ticket for £25 instead. So it's still a really good deal when it would normally be like £35 if you book in advance, or like £50 on the gate. You're still saving money if you stay with us at that hotel. will there be any day trips during Easter up soon? Let me just have a look. Yes, we will have day trips. Let me just see what they are. So we will have, we've got Flamingo Land, Chester Zoo, Yorkshire Wildlife Park and Beamish, which are due to go on shortly, Richard. With April at the moment, we also have our overnight trips to Legoland. We've got our European trips to Efteling and Wallaby Holland. But we've also got London overnight trip and Alton Towers. So the 4-day trips currently, and there probably will be more, just to say those again. Flamingo Land on the 4th of April. We're going to have Chester Zoo on the 11th of April, Yorkshire Wildlife on the 14th of April, and Beamish on the 18th of April. We will be adding more, but those are the ones that are confirmed, Richard. So hopefully that answers your question. Good stuff. Right. How do I take that down? So, yeah, so if you are interested in any of those, I am just going to pop back to the final trip that we had there in December, which I'm really excited to go on, which is Phantasialand on the 27th to the 30th of December. This is a amazing theme park in Germany. Most of the rides are open except for some water rides, not all water rides, because nobody wants to really get wet in December. But all the rides are open except for the water rides, and they also have the added Christmas market there and ice ring and additional winter shows as well. So let me just show you this video which shows what Phantasialand at winter has to offer. So there you have it. So it looks amazing. I've been during the summer, but I've not been during the winter. So me and my family are really looking forward to that. We cannot wait. So if you are interested in that, as it's the 27th to the 30th of December, let me just show you the pricing on that. So an adult, £377, a child, £357. Baby 255, and then a family of 4 is 1,350, which now we then 1,350 divided by 4. I am just lazy. 300. It ends up being £337 per person for the family offering. So I'd say if you are interested in that, 27th to the 30th of December. And if you do need a payment plan, just drop me a message, and I can certainly help with that. But this is some of the images there. That's Taron. That's one of the rides. This is I always forget the name of that one. But this is an example of the fireworks that they have at the end of the evening. And this is Chiapas. And then this is a fire show that they have on that particular ride towards the end of the evening as well. It just looks amazing. Really looking forward to it. If you'd like to join us, let me know. Check out the website, and certainly it would be good for me to see you. So let's just take this off here. There we are. Right, any questions, anybody? Again, just going to flag this up on the screen while I am talking, just in case you do have any questions about any of those trips there, that you get 10% off. So, yep. If you do use code FAM10, you will get 10% off these trips here, and you just need to book before the end of Monday. Right, any questions, anyone, before I shoot off? It looks like viewership has gone down. I think we peaked at 12 people which is pretty low for a Friday night, but it's one of those things, isn't it? One of those things. But if you are watching this now and you have got any questions, please do feel free to comment down below. I will remind you one last time, we do have Disneyland Paris on the 18th to the 21st of January. Perfect for people who need more space, quieter environments, shorter queues. We're also staying on site, and it's only from £340 per person. So if you are interested in that, please do send us a message, comment down below, and I'll get in touch. But yeah, absolute bargain. We're staying on site as well at the Sequoia Lodge Hotel. You won't find a better price than that for coach travel to Sequoia Lodge. You won't find a better price anywhere, I don't think, to be honest with you. This is a rock bottom price now. So if you are interested, drop me a message and I will certainly get that booked up for you. Right, I'm going to get going. Oh, have we got any more questions here? Here we go. Frankie Sampson. Any trips planned for Plopsaland in Belgium? Oh, good question. Ride to Happiness. Is that what you're after, Frankie? I am desperate to get there and go on this ride that everybody talks about. In answer to your question, yes, we are looking at Plopsaland and we're also looking at Parc Asterix as well. Possibly a combined 2-day trip or 3-day trip. 3 days in the theme parks. I mean, 2 or 3 days in the theme parks. The extra days will be traveling to and from. Yes, it's on the radar. I want to go on Ride to Happiness. It's probably only a 1-day theme park, so we'd have to combine it with something else to make it worthwhile. Or, which I know some people do, we could do an overnight rush. So we would set off, say, like midnight, have a sleep on the coach. It would be a sleeper coach as such. Get there for opening, and when the park closes, we come back. It would be a lot cheaper that way because we don't need hotels. It's something I've considered. So in answer to your question, yes, it's in my thought process. So hopefully we'll get that on at some point. Because it's not far from the port either. It's about half an hour from the port, so that's the benefit. We'll go to Dunkirk, I think it is, instead of Calais, and then it's about half an hour from Dunkirk. Went to Parc Asterix last month. It's amazing. Or did you, Richard? I'm jealous, mate. What other theme parks in Europe have you been to, Richard, to compare it to? Just so, like, because obviously I've been to obviously Europa Park, and I class that as probably the best theme park in Europe. I like it from a thrill ride perspective. Disneyland Paris is great for theming. Efteling is amazing. The only reason that I probably put Europa Park above Efteling is because Europa Park is bigger, and the same reason for Phantasialand. Phantasialand, Europa Park, Efteling and Disneyland Paris, they're all kind of on a par, but the only thing that kind of separates it is size. So where do you, I'd be interested to know, tell me, rank some of your, let's rank some theme parks. If anybody's here that's been to some theme parks in Europe, let's rank them up. Let's see what we think. I'll go first. I'll go, for me personally, Europa Park. Then Disneyland Paris, then Efteling and Phantasialand joint together. It's a difficult one. It's very hard. Actually, on that point though, let me just show you. I don't know if you're aware of this, Richard. Let's have a look. So I don't know if you've seen it. It sounds like it might appeal to you. We do have our European theme park tour, which is a 9-day tour. And we go to so we go to Efteling, we go to Toverland, we go to Movie Park Germany, and we go to Phantasialand. So we go to 4 different theme parks. Efteling and Phantasialand will spend 2 days at each, and Toverland and Movie Park Germany we spend 1 day at each. and that's in May 2026. Now, as I say, I'm always, I don't like to say this in regards to it's not a cheap tour, but it's a great value tour. So it's about it varies from £1,000 to £1,200 per person, but that's for 9 days. You travel, your accommodation, your breakfast, and your entry into all the theme parks. It also has your evening meal on the ferries as well. So it's a great little offer. Let's have a look here. That was your first one, hopefully first of many. Yeah, hopefully, Richard, get on this European one and he can box off another 4. Right, when you do the parks in Europe, how long are you on the coach? So Claire, for Efteling and Holland, just 2.5 hours. So you go 1 hour to Newcastle Port, and then you'll travel 1.5 hours from Amsterdam to Efteling. The rest of the travel time, you're stood up walking around on a ferry. So that one's the best one. We've also got Walibi Holland, which is the same, about 2.5 hours. We've also got this European theme park tour, which is obviously over the 9 days, it's a lot of traveling, but the maximum amount of journey time at once is 2 hours. So the maximum, unless we hit traffic, of course. So the longest journey is 2 hours long. So you're going to have plenty of breaks on this big European theme park tour. In regards to Disneyland Paris, that's 3 journeys of 3.5 hours. So it's not too bad. It sounds worse than it is, but it's not bad at all. So 3.5 hours, like a trip to Chester Zoo, have a break, trip to Chester Zoo, have a break, trip to Chester Zoo. That's what it's like. But of course, we have all the entertainment and everything on there. So let's have a look here. Richard Holt, planning Europa Park for the summer, but may do a 2027 European tour trip. Hopefully you do it with us, Richard. Hopefully. Are you based in Teesside? I see you're commenting on YouTube, which I know we have a lot more varied people from throughout the country. I think you're based in Teesside, aren't you? I'm not sure where anyway. Comment below, let me know. So yeah, so that's the big European theme park tour. So Claire, if you are wanting short journeys, your best bet's Walibi Holland, Efteling, or our big European theme park tour, which we're doing, which you can see here on the screen. Right, well, that was good. Enjoyed that. So let's just have a look here. Let's have a see. Right. So I think I'll leave it there then. If you do have any questions, if anybody's watching this after the event, then do comment below and I will certainly answer them. Oh, great. Good stuff. I thought so, Richard, but it's because I don't get many people on YouTube watching us or following us, so that's good. Good to know that some people do. So good stuff. Right. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. If you've got, let's have a look. Just asked me somewhere we travel for 36 hours. Well, that's just crazy, Claire. Why was it 36 hours, by the way? Because did you go down to Dover and go over that way? That's crazy. When I was younger, 36 hours. Why did you go by car or bus to Poland? Madness. There's a great theme park there called Energylandia, though, in Krakow. Love it. If you can go to Energylandia, highly recommend it. Right, I'm going to go. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. One final reminder, I'm going to leave it on the screen just for 30 seconds as I end this live. Get 10% off these selected trips using code FAM10. Right, thanks very much for watching, everyone. I will see you again soon.